First exposure was, well, first it was really exciting because we were an organization that did so many different things for so many different people that we didn't know how to talk about ourselves. So we needed some sort of language to be able to share who it is that we are, what we do, who we serve, how we operate, and why we do all of those things. And so working with Allegory really helped us create a structure and a framework and a better understanding so that we could share through stories of what we do, who we do it for, and how we do it. It was really, really helpful. Yeah, there's nothing worse when you go through a big exercise and a lot of work and come up with something really fabulous and then have it end up on a shelf, which is not at all what the Chamber has done. We use it every week in our weekly updates that we send out to our Chamber members, letting them know what we've been doing over the course of the week. Each bullet is one of our belief statements, and then we fill in with information about what we've been doing underneath each bullet, referencing back that belief statement. It's the headline for every article that we do in our monthly newsletters that go out to our members, and it's talking points. One of the best talking points that uses of this talking point that actually I've witnessed was when someone else who wasn't a Chamber member staff gave it back to us. That's when I knew that we were using it the correct way and that people were hearing this as the branding of the Chamber, so much so that they could even tell us what our brand was. Leadership Saratoga is an intensive 9-month training program that teaches individuals how to be stronger, better educated, more skillful community volunteer leaders. So intensive course, 9 months long, essentially every other week they have a session that teaches a different skill or an issue that faces Saratoga County and gets them better equipped to go out and have greater impact in the communities when they graduate. Each of our candidates is really looking for something unique and different. And it's important because when we assemble the group of 24 people, we're looking to have a diverse group because that's where a lot of the richness in education comes from, when people come from different backgrounds and different experiences. But the one thing that we look for when selecting the class is a commitment to our communities. So we want diversity, we want everyone to be a little bit different, but they need to have a drive, they need to have a yearning for making impact, and so that's what we look for. And I think all of them, as they approach the program, are looking to gain better ways, better knowledge, and find out how they can be more impactful in the community. Talk about impact. We're training these people to have impact in the community and bringing Allegory in to help run this workshop, focusing on communication and branding through storytelling was absolutely the way to go to help them understand the importance of being able to share messaging and branding through storytelling. They use it in their work because they have group projects that they're involved with area nonprofit organizations, but I've also seen them go back to their own professional lives and say, wow, something like this would be really helpful for my professional company as well as my volunteer opportunities. And they've even themselves said, okay, maybe it's time we need to rethink how we're talking about ourselves because we need to be looking at this in a different way. The communications workshop that we did was fantastic. It allowed the people who were part of this year's class to learn and understand the archetypes, what they are, why they are, and how they function and how they integrate with one another. It also gave them an opportunity to apply that understanding, and when we were finished, they had walked away with tangible, actionable items that they could use going forward, and did use going forward. At the end of the 9-month program, they've been working on group projects outside of sessions, and there are 4 projects, and they don't know what one another has been doing, and it's a lot of hard work. So at the end of our learning experiences, they do group project presentations to both allow all of us to celebrate all of their hard work and to learn what our fellow classmates have been up to for the last 9 months. And this year, after our communications workshop, each of the group projects actually interwove the belief statements that they had been able to create in the workshop in their group presentations, which was really exciting to see them apply it that quickly. Absolutely. We worked with Teresa from Allegory, and her style is both informative, approachable, and it creates an environment where it's entertaining and people are learning and they're engaged and excited, and opportunity for dialogue and really allowed people to jump into what they were working on and get into it very quickly so that they could find ways to apply the education that she was providing. It's great fun watching people get to places of aha moments, but it's even better to say that's more of a let's get you to an aha. And Teresa is very, very good at saying, great, and I'm hearing this from you, and I think if you took this and expanded a little here, or maybe look over here, and as that facilitation was happening, the belief statements were becoming more and more ingrained and stronger for the organizations and what it was they were trying to say. It was a great push to get them going just a little bit further. Without question, I would recommend a workshop like this for any organization, any company. The most important thing is being able to tell your stories. And you can't tell your stories until you actually figure out what they are and why they exist, and how the culture of your company is connected to those. And it doesn't just happen. You need facilitation, and you need guidance, and you need someone to help you figure out and uncover the richness of what that is. And that's exactly why Allegory offers such great workshops. I think this sort of work is applicable across all platforms. It helps employees find commonality with one another. It helps to establish a culture of an organization. It assists with marketing. It assists with a better understanding in general. I think it also even allows those employees of an organization that might be on a management level to actually hear from people who are more at an entry level what they think about the company, and get a real good sense of what the culture really is, and then being able to have unified voices going forward, speaking with clients and potential customers so that you can find the right fits. Gladly. This year's class had their graduation and presented me with a gift, and it is something that I will treasure forever and always have close by. Unbeknownst to me, the group individually created their own belief statements, what they thought about the Leadership Saratoga program, their year, this experience and adventure that we had had together. And they submitted all of those and had a collage created with all of their individual quotes about what they believe about Leadership Saratoga and this adventure. And what a powerful, impactful thing it was, both to receive that, but also to know how drilled down it was that they decided to make it their graduation gift to me, that they understood that and entrenched how important the belief statements were.